Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel. Here talking about some NBA news running around too. We had a trade that went down today in the NBA. Very unexpected trade, but it happened today. So this is per Woj. The Toronto Raptors are finalizing a trade to send OG Anunoby to the New York Knicks for a package including RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, and draft considerations. Sources tell ESPN. Precious Achiuwa is also part of the deal to the Knicks. Sources tell ESPN. He's already in his third team already. That's crazy. But I like this trade, especially for the Raptors. I mean, RJ Barrett's alright. He's not like great. Immanuel Quickley's going to be a good piece of the trade. A good young guard who played good for the Knicks through the career he's been there. So it just sucks he's out to a worse team now because he was balling with the Knicks and he might not get much attention with the Raptors. I guess Quickley clearly wasn't in New York's future plans. And OG's a lot better than RJ Barrett. A big upgrade. As a standalone, this is a lot to give up, though. I can't help but feel the Knicks have another pre-deadline move coming using their draft picks. This feels like part one of a piece of a bigger plan. I don't know, I feel like they're going to make another trade. And getting Precious and Achiuwa in the deal is a sneaky good move for the Knicks. I mean, yeah, they have Hartenstein. He plays hard, finishes well. Precious is stronger and has more foot speed to guard multiple positions. So that's a really, really good move on this deal as well. I'm not saying he's good, but I think it can be a sneaky move. I'm not saying he's on a decline. He's just not having that good of a year this year, but I think he'll just be fine. But I don't think OG Anunoby's worth that much, and the freaking Knicks got robbed low-key. I'm not gonna lie, Knicks kind of got robbed. The Toronto Raptors are acquiring a New York 2024 second-round pick via the Detroit Pistons. Sources tell ESPN. New York has been pursuing Anunoby for a significant period of time now, and now gets a head start on recruiting him to stay as a free agent in the summer. And Anunoby's two-way challenge made him a target throughout the league, and now he lands in the Knicks lineup. Knicks absolutely got freaking fleeced. He has the opportunity to do the funniest thing and not come back there after they have all that to trade for him. That'd be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll get to the final trade in a second from NBA Central. Get some news there here. But Pistons forward / center Isaiah Stewart is expected to be out 10 to 14 days with a right great toe sprain. So yeah, it might be good for the Pistons because Isaiah Stewart is not a good player and hasn't been playing good this year. Well, I don't know why it's a great sprain. But yeah, and quote, I don't think they're done yet. Eyes emoji. Ian Begley on the Knicks potentially making more moves via SNY Knicks. So Ian Begley's basically saying, I don't think the Knicks are done yet, and I agree. I don't think they're done yet either. They can still. They have more pieces to trade. They have a shitload of first-round picks and $20 million of Evan Fournier to attach it, plus the end of the bench guys to make salaries work. So they got a lot of first-round picks they can trade. They have a lot of stuff to trade. So they might not be done yet. But who else could they go out and get? That'd be interesting to see. So OG Anunoby told several agencies in the offseason that he was interested in a larger offensive role that would be commensurate with a salary figure in the ballpark of $40 million in the average annual value, per at Jake L. Fisher. However, Anunoby did leave those potential agents with the impression he would be willing to accept a smaller figure if he were to have landed in New York, sources said. I don't know if he's getting a larger offensive role with Tibbs. Maybe he'll get a larger role. I mean, he probably will because Tibbs likes defense and he won't take him off the court. But I don't think he's worth $40 million, honestly. I mean, he's a good player, but $40 million seems way too much for a Pascal Siakam. So yeah, the final trade was basically the Knicks receive OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa. Raptors get a second round pick, Emmanuel Quickley, and RJ Barrett. I would say the Raptors won this trade. Quickley's definitely the steal of this trade. But the Knicks getting Precious Achiuwa is good for energy. Get some energy for them. Toronto is expected to continue to explore trades involving Pascal Siakam, per at Woj ESPN. And the Raptors, I think they're finally starting to go to a rebuild. I feel like they're starting to rebuild. Now, Van Vliet's not there, where he went to free agency. He went to Houston. They got rid of Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam might be next. I think they're a year late to rebuilding, but it's better later than never. So yeah, they're now in the rebuild. Goran Dragic is retiring from the game of basketball per at Euro Hopes Net. The Dragon, always gonna be a Heat legend. So good career, one of the most underrated players, I believe, of ever, in my opinion. So yeah, and Mark Daignault is the favorite to win the Coach of the Year. The Oklahoma City Thunder coach plus 150, Chris Finch plus 200, Jamal Mosley plus 600, and Ime Udoka plus 1,800. With Carlisle 2,000, Nick Nurse 2,500, 2,500 for Tyronn Lue, 3,000 for Joe Maluzza, and 50,000 for Jason Green and Willie Green, and 70,000 for Adrian Griffin. I don't know if that's odds right. I'm not part of the nerd community. I'm not part of the betting community. Don't know if I'm saying all those numbers right. So De'Aaron Fox is currently averaging 30 plus points per game and 60+% true shooting. 30.2 points per game, 6.2 assists per game, 4.6 rebounds, 49% from field, 40% from 3, and 60 true shooting. Not enough recognition for the impact he makes. If that 3-point shooting is sustained, he's going to be a serious problem. That's a pretty large sample size because I'm pretty sure he shot like 200-something threes this year. So, the Wizards are open to trading Tyus Jones per at Amico Hopes. I feel like that's a perfect player for a lot of contending teams because Tyus Jones is a really underrated point guard. We'll see. If a contending team can get him, that'd be really a pickup. SGA over his last 10 games, 34.1 points per game, 6.5 assists per game, 6.0 rebounds per game, 55% of the field. OKC is 8-2. They should be the front runner. One of the front runners, definitely a top 3 candidate. But we'll see. Kendrick Perkins said via Get Up ESPN, and quote, if Philly was able to play the Bucks right now in a playoff series, they'll beat them. End quote. Kendrick Perkins. I don't know. Ben's going to paper until Embiid gets gassed again and Giannis breaks another playoff record. You just can't trust Joel Embiid, man, in the playoffs. He always chokes. Philly, they always play worse in the playoffs. Like, Joel Embiid can do this in the regular season, but I have to see this in the playoffs. I have to see these performances in the playoffs when it matters most. So, at Chris B. Haynes, Detroit, he said Detroit is winning this next game against the Toronto Raptors at home, end quote. So I hope every Pistons game continues to feel like a Game 7 to NBA Finals. You know, they could win tonight, OG Anunoby. We'll see. So Shaq takes issue with Chet Holmgren being called phenomenal. End quote. Y'all just can't be giving these people who ain't putting in work. Shaq, when a senior is good, to be like, I have to wake up real early to be an extra hater. Shaq always hated on the big man. Chet's been phenomenal. I mean, come on. So Doc Rivers says Nikola Jokic is the best player, but Joel Embiid's the best scorer. Okay, Doc Rivers. So, Penny Hardaway has been put forward as a candidate for the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame's 2024 class. Will he make it? Probably not, but we'll see. Now, the Golden State Warriors will be open to trading Andrew Wiggins, per Tim Kawakami. Excuse me, I'm professional. End quote. Though I've said in the past that the Warriors might be reluctant to trade Wiggins, I've since heard that this would not be a major barrier for the Warriors to explore Wiggins' trademark, especially if he can't play with Kuminga. And the Warriors decide that Kuminga is their full-time small forward. And they probably have to add one of the younger players to Wiggins to trade him. Don't think anyone wants that Wiggins contract otherwise. I won't say his contract's bad at all, but we'll see. It's not that bad. It's just, he really sold his soul for that 2022 banner. And it was worth it. But somebody has to actually be interested in Andrew Wiggins, though, if the Warriors want to be serious about trading. So the Detroit Pistons are not interested in trading Bojan Bogdanovic, per J.L. Edwards III. And quote, I've heard and continued here is that there are no plans to trade Bogdanovic. Unless Detroit gets an offer, it can't refuse. The Pistons want to be good and don't want to trade good players. Even if Bogdanovic's role is reduced to a bench scorer next season. When your team is doing this good, why would you trade anyone? With 2-28, why would you trade one when you're that good? Yeah, honestly, the Pistons front office, I gotta be real for a second, stupid. They're delusional. They're trying to keep him because they think they're gonna freaking run here. He's 35 years old. He's 35 years old. Yes, I'm not hating. I know he's hooping, but just trade him. You can still get some good value. Like you can still get some good value, man, for Bogdanovic. Like what the hell, Detroit? So Cade Cunningham said last night. Or is it last night or the night before, that the Pistons are on the same level as every team they played against. Sure about that? End quote. I think it shows like we're on the same level as these teams we're playing against. There's no team that I've ever come across in the NBA where I felt like I was going to a slaughterhouse. Bro's lying. The fact that everyone knew the Celtics would come back in the game actually proves the opposite. Going 21 by losing, yeah, you're not on the same level, buddy. Austin Reeves is the favorite to win 6th Man of the Year, plus 225. Jim Hardaway Jr. plus 285. Cole Anthony plus 550. Bogdan Bogdanovic plus 600. Malik Monk plus 700. Plus 1200 for Emmanuel Quickley. 2500 for Naz Reid. And plus 3000. 30 says I don't fucking know. I'm not part of the nerd community. For Karis LeVert. So Austin Reeves is the favorite. So a lot of teams are monitoring Tobias Harris per that Shams training. And quote, a lot of teams are keeping an eye on him and seeing exactly what happens with him. Yeah, yearly posts with Tobias Harris. Watch the Pistons actually trade for Tobias Harris. That'd be funny. That would be fucking funny. That's all to say for the NBA news here. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.